Recently, there have been a lot of little updates and bug fixes in Hypixel Skyblock. Not really anything major to a point where anything can really be hugely affected. However, it definitely feels like the admins have been testing out the waters with certain things. Now, probably over a month ago, there was a change made to Crimson Armor. Now, I'm sure we all know about the Crimson Armor's stacks, the Dominus ability, and the swipe. Essentially, when you're in a bit of a combo, you gain Dominus stacks. This will increase your swing range, and it will also basically give you what we call a swipe, or what is basically outlined. A swipe is essentially, as it sounds, you regularly hit, and then it swipes and hits again. I don't really know how I'm explaining, because at this point, if you don't know how that works, then I don't know what sort of rock you've been living under. Anyway, now this swipe is, to be honest, one of the main reasons why people buy Crimson Armor. You don't have to have Crimson Armor with desirable or god roll attributes, they don't have to be higher tier attributes. You can simply buy the cheapest Crimson Armor on the AH, and outside of dungeons, it can be better than Necron if you upgrade it a little bit. And that's relying on the swipe. And like I said, as you can see, when we actually hit, you can literally hear it. We hit, and it swipes again, therefore 1.6 million damage. Meaning that basically mobs that are vulnerable to take this sort of swipe damage can be absolutely melted by using a weapon and pairing it with Crimson Armor. Because obviously my regular hit is there almost 600k, and then the swipe is over 1.5 million, so there's a huge difference. As opposed to if I switch to something like Necron Armor, my one hit damage is even slightly less. And obviously we don't get the swipe, so there's a huge difference. Now, one of the main reasons that people used to use Crimson Armor was because it made killing ghosts really easy. Instead of dealing 1 million damage straight up, you only had to deal around about 500k, and the swipe would take care of the rest of it. And for some reason, this kind of stopped working. I don't know if it was in patch notes, or whether it was just an unintended change. However, this Monday, so the most recent patch notes, today we're on the 20th, so what Monday would have been the 16th of October. Fixed Crimson Armor swipe ability not working on ghosts, which kind of makes it sound like it wasn't intentional. That's honestly kind of huge for some players. Now before we go and test it out and see how it now works, if you are planning on purchasing anything from the Hypixel store, make sure to use code NITROS, it gets yourself 5% off. Subscribe to the channel, it does help out a lot. You should also join the Discord server, it's linked in the description of this video. We offer slayers and dungeon carries, so if you want carries or want to carry and make some coins, make sure to join. Okay, so we're going to head down to the ghosts and see what this is all about. I would assume it just works as it did before, but I just want to test it. Considering, like I said from the patch notes, it kind of makes it out as if it wasn't an intended change what they actually made, so interesting. Okay, so now, there we go, the swipe kicks in. That was ferocity, that wasn't even swipe. Wait, what? This is a little bit inconsistent. Hold up. Okay, so that worked after time. What is going on? Alright. That 10 stacks. Okay, that worked. But it's ferocity, it's not even... Okay, that worked then, that was 1.4 million swipe. We have stacks, this is... Okay, 1.4 million swipe. That worked. That worked. Kind of, but it's not working the same all the time. That's not even the swipe though, that's like just tick damage. It'll die, but what? That is so strange. Okay, but it works there, but we're on 10 stacks all the time. I don't feel like this... I can't decide whether it works or not. It does sometimes, but it doesn't other times. It works, it works. That's worked twice in a row. Is it something to do with me? Is it if I'm not hit? Okay, hit me. Okay. No, that works. Alright, well, I don't know. I really don't know. This is just confusing. Because I was thinking maybe it's just because I'm trying to melee with a Hyperion and I'm just not doing enough damage, but that obviously can't be true, because when the swipe does work, I'm dealing 550k damage with a Hyperion and then like 1.4 with the swipe, which is obviously way more than 1 million damage. I made sure that was on full stacks all the time. I mean, I just realised I've not had the right equipment on, so maybe I can do a little bit more damage, so maybe I can make it a little bit more consistent. I guess we can try that. Okay, this seems to be... I don't know what's happened, but why, for some reason now, it seems to be somewhat way more consistent. I know before, for some reason, the swipe never used to work properly for ghosts that were right next to the wall, which I don't know if that's still the case. I might need to try that out. But it seems to be working fine, and that's really weird. I don't know why it wasn't working properly before. Really can't answer for that. Oh, it seems to now work. I don't know. Test it out for yourself, but it still seems a little bit inconsistent for me. For the most part, it's working, but it just wasn't before, which is really strange. I don't really know what to make of it. There's one thing for sure, and the Bouquet of Lies does so much of a better job than meleeing ghosts. I really wish that was still a thing. That was actually really fun. But no. We can. This is, you know, that's a prime reason of why we can never have nice things in Skyblock. Anyway, the patch notes aren't wrong. It does work. Just a little bit inconsistently, and to be honest, it wasn't always 100% consistent anyway. Okay, there's something else that I want to try, because at the same time as the swipe stopped working on ghosts, for some reason, some people thought that it also stopped working against tier 5 revs, which is actually quite big, because your swipe ability allows you to kill tier 5 revs way quicker, as you could probably imagine. And speed with Slayers is of the essence. And now it's time to drop a Warden Heart while testing. Okay, if I actually do, then I did call it. Okay, let's see. Can we... Do I have stacks? I do have stacks. Okay, so can we test if this works? Can't really tell if it works or not. Oh. It must have worked, because there's no way I kill it that quickly with a Hyperion. I need to test it again. Okay. I'm doing the 500k with the regular hit. Don't see... Maybe if we bring it on the flat down here. Let's make way. Does it work? It must work. I can't tell, because I feel like I am doing extra damage after I've hit, which would indicate the swipe, and quite a sizable amount, or else I wouldn't kill it that quickly. But at the same time, I couldn't make out the swipe ability numbers. Oh yeah, we definitely do. We can just look at the HP. It's on 3.5 mil. Oh, that didn't work. Okay. No, it's not working. Oh my... It does work! Oh, I don't even care. I don't even care at this point. I'm getting sidetracked. The focus of the video was mainly just how the Crimson Swipe has been fixed against ghosts and is now just way easier for people trying to do ghosts. But let me know what you think in the comments. Is this a good change? I mean, I think it personally is, just because I don't really think it was something that was intended to be removed from the game. And if it was, I don't really know why, because it's very difficult for earlier game players that want to grind ghosts to be able to deal 1 million damage in terms of just a straight up one hit. I mean, it is relatively difficult to do that. Anyway, if you did enjoy this video, make sure you leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you in the next one.